Good morning. Welcome to the forecast discussion for Monday, April 29th, 2024. Of course, I'm your meteorologist, Stephen DiMartino. Well, it is absolutely beautiful out there this morning with clear skies for much of the region, a few high clouds here and there, a little bit of valley fog as you would expect for this time of the day. Temperatures range from the upper 50s to lower 60s over the northern interior, especially in some of those cloud-shrouded valleys. Meanwhile, the rest of the region is in the mid to upper 60s, getting ready to warm up very nicely into the 70s and 80s. A summer-like day, that's what we could expect, and we could thank this frontal boundary off to our north, supporting the warm air surging northward around this high-pressure system from the Gulf of Mexico on our WeatherTap radar and surface map. Now, this stationary front is going to be a real pest for much of this week as it lingers and wavers north and south throughout the week, setting up unsettled weather conditions. For today, this frontal boundary will sink south very slowly, introducing the threat for a few isolated showers and possibly even a thunderstorm for later this afternoon and in the evening, more likely towards the evening rush hour. That could be an issue for those of you going out to the Mets game. Could see a delay in the game as some of these showers and thunderstorms drop to the south and east. Off to the west, we have lines of showers and thunderstorms producing some very impressive severe thunderstorms, especially down towards the southern plains. This cold front will not reach us for some time. And by the time it does, it's going to be much weaker. So, what we could expect is a continuous clash between warm air surging northward and cooler air pushing southward from the Canadian Maritimes. Now, on the infrared satellite, or should I say on the visible satellite picture, you can see it's very nicely already setting up. Here's your frontal boundary. Here's your cloud cover on our visible satellite picture with clear skies over our neck of the woods, clear skies over Maine and the Gulf of Maine. But then you get this boundary layer here, right here. And this boundary separates the maritime air from the tropical air. Now, when I say tropical, I mean that the air mass is coming from a tropical origin, which happens to be the Gulf of Mexico. It doesn't feel very tropical, but keep this in the back of your mind as we move through May into June and July of this clash constantly showing up. So on the infrared satellite picture, you can see not a lot of lifting here. As you can see, a lot of the clouds are low clouds. The colder cloud tops are, well, look at what we have down here towards the Gulf Coast. Impressive thunderstorms, impressive heavy rainfall, 6, 7, 8 inches of rain down here towards portions of Texas and Louisiana. Very impressive scenario here. And of course, the same cold front produced very damaging and impressive tornadoes throughout the southern plains. Now, this is going to slowly creep to the east. As it does so, it's going to lose a lot of its punch. So yes, there's a threat for a few scattered showers and maybe an isolated thunderstorm, but nowhere near the intensity that we're seeing out here in the plains. And by the time it moves through, the air mass behind it modifies so much that it really doesn't produce much in the way of a change of an air mass. What we're going to be dealing with is a clash between this air mass here and this air mass here. This is going to surge northward. This is going to try to surge to the southeast. And how does that look in terms of our temperature weather pattern? Well, this is the European guidance hourly, up to 90 hours. And just kind of give you an example of tomorrow, right? Let's zoom in on this. This is going to be the overall theme, really, for much of this month. As you head towards New England, this is where you have your temperatures. Again, this is in the afternoon. This is about 3 p.m. You have temperatures in the 50s and 60s. Maritime air mass trying to push south. In the Philadelphia metro, you have temperatures in the 80s, possibly even touching 90 degrees in a few locations if we get enough sunshine and mixing. So this is going to be the theme literally almost every day going forward in this month. Sometimes the maritime air mass will win through and will knock down our temperatures to the 50s and 60s. Other times, the tropical air mass will win through and everyone drives into the 70s and 80s, possibly even a few lower 90s. But we'll continue to be battling this boundary. And that's why we're going to remain unsettled. with a mix of sun and clouds and pesky showers. Again, not looking for widespread heavy rainfall events, but just a lot of nuisance showers. And every so often, you'll get a thunderstorm that could produce a quick half an inch or even an inch of rain in this type of scenario. So, on average, your precipitation averages out to near normal, and your temperatures averages out to near to slightly above normal. But that all depends on how this boundary works from day to day. So, one day you could be in the 80s. The next day, you could be in the upper 50s. Good luck trying to figure out your wardrobe from day to day in this type of weather pattern. And so, with this, by the way, this leads to a lot of what we call volatility. So, don't be surprised if, along with my forecast, if your forecast on your phone, I know some of you guys use your app still. I understand. Actually, I don't, but I know. That's going to lead to hour by hour your temperature forecast for the next day changing 10, 15, 20 degrees back and forth, depending on how the model guidance sees where this frontal boundary sets up from day to day, from hour to hour. So, yeah, not exactly the best time period for volatility and a lot of chaos in the model guidance as a result. So for today, our frontal boundary is going to remain to the north. Plenty of sunny skies throughout much of today, with temperatures ranging from the upper 70s to lower 80s over the interior and along the coast, mid to upper 80s in the Delaware River Valley. I would not be surprised if someone touches 90 degrees somewhere around the Philadelphia metro. Got enough mixing, that is for sure. Now, this evening, we'll have our frontal boundary drop south, and that's going to lead to a few isolated showers and thunderstorms. This looks like more bark than bite here. A lot of this is a little bit overdone when you're dealing with convective precipitation, but you get the idea here. Isolated showers and thunderstorms developing here around the Finger Lakes, dropping south towards the New York City metro. By the time we get to tomorrow morning, again, those isolated showers will be hanging around the region with a lot of broken cloud cover, low temperatures in the lower to mid 50s in your suburbs, mid to upper 50s in your urban areas. For tomorrow afternoon, same scenario. That frontal boundary will be hanging around with a mix of sun and clouds, isolated showers. Temperatures will range from the lower to mid 60s in Connecticut and around Long Island, upper 60s to mid 70s around the New York City metro, and then upper 70s to mid 80s around the Philadelphia metro. Again, depending on how this boundary sets up, some locations could easily get very close to 90 degrees, while Long Island remains very close to 60 degrees. Good luck forecasting that gradient, I said to myself as I looked at this weather pattern. For Wednesday, rinse and repeat. We got a frontal boundary hanging around the region with the threat for variable cloud cover, a few widely scattered showers, low temperatures ranging from the upper 40s to lower 50s in your suburbs, mid 50s in your urban areas. High temperatures will range from, once again, upper 50s to mid 60s around Connecticut and Long Island, upper 60s to mid 70s around the New York City metro and off towards the interior, like the Poconos and Catskills, and lower to mid 70s around the Philadelphia metropolitan area. On Thursday, rinse and repeat, variable cloud cover, a few isolated showers. This time it looks like the frontal boundary will be drifting a little bit further to the north and east. Again, we'll keep an eye on that. Look for low temperatures ranging from the mid to upper 40s in your suburbs, lower to mid 50s in your urban areas. High temperatures will range from the upper 50s to mid 60s around Connecticut and Long Island. Look for upper 60s to mid 70s around the New York City metro and off towards the Poconos and Catskills, and upper 70s to lower 80s in the Philadelphia metro. On Friday, the maritime air mass wins this fight for a very short time, allowing the frontal boundary to drop to the south, leading to scattered cloud cover. Still an isolated showers a threat, but for the most part a dry day and cooler, with low temperatures ranging from the mid 40s to lower 50s and high temperatures ranging from the upper 50s to lower 60s around Long Island and Connecticut and mid to upper 60s everywhere else. On Saturday, the frontal boundary lifts northward with a cold front attempting to approach the region, leading to a southwesterly wind and showers and thunderstorms, possibly trying to push into the eastern Pennsylvania, central Pennsylvania area. Look for temperatures on Saturday to range from the mid to upper 40s over the suburbs, upper 40s to lower 50s in your urban areas. High temperatures will range from the lower to mid 50s. On Sunday, the cold front slowly sinks through with periods of showers throughout the region. Look for low temperatures ranging from the upper 40s to lower 50s, high temperatures ranging from the mid to upper 50s around the New York City metro and interior, lower to mid 60s around the Philadelphia metro. And next Monday, that frontal boundary hanging around the coastal waters with variable cloud cover and a few isolated showers. Look for low temperatures in the lower to mid 50s in your suburbs and over the interior, mid to upper 50s in your urban areas. High temperatures will range from the mid to upper 70s. So the key words for today: volatility and a major headache for your forecaster, your favorite meteorologist, with temperatures battling between the maritime air mass in the Gulf of Maine and the tropical air mass coming out of the Gulf of Mexico. And how these two clash will determine whether or not you need a hoodie or you just need a t-shirt as you head outside. Or you can just have both and be prepared no matter where you go. That is your forecast discussion for today. Have a wonderful day, and as always, stay safe out there.